But like I said, rather than, I mean, the issue is not about the water shortage or a potential water shortage. The issue is like diverting the attention of domestic politics, to
Mm-mm.
taking it to global level.
I understand.
Otherwise, it's this dam we have been building it since 2011, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So why is the talk on 2020? This much at least. It has been there. The discussions have been there, but it shouldn't have come
I
this
understand.
much.
Well, talking about your business, so how is your business? Even in the pandemic, I hope that you're okay. You are doing educational business.
Oh yes.
Mm.
So I mean, our company ABH Partners
Mm.
is the largest private consulting company in
Yes.
Ethiopia.
Right.
We have branches, in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
and we have also another branch here in Washington, D.C.
Understand.
We continue to grow. There are some services that are affected, like the education arm and the training arm. Some of our work, like including the massive data collection and field work we had, it was hampered.
Mm.
uh, but I mean, this work of supporting the government with the corona response,
Mm. Mm.
supporting international NGOs that we would typically work with a response to the pandemic,
Mm.
it's doing well, and we're contributing our share.
Ah, well, tell me, tell Japanese about Ethiopia, your country, because, I mean, quite Ethiopia is really far away from Tokyo, but I believe that, I mean, there are a lot of attractive places over there. Just
Yeah.
let me know, what kind of country over there.
So I mean, you remember Hiroshi, when I was in Japan, I
Mm.
was telling you, like, what attracted me, to Japan most is your traditional values, your history, and your
Mm.
people, and that's what makes a country a country.
Yes.
And in fact, I mean, we share, these common values of,
Interesting. Mm.
yeah, culture, being, so much into our culture, so much into our traditions, and so much into our hard work as well. I mean, I've seen, the hard working, men and women in Japan. By no means, will be comparable to them, but they are an inspiration, not just Ethiopia, but to the whole world.
Well,
Uh,
but excuse me, your country, I know it's kind of a old history, attractive history,
mhm.
right? You know,
Yeah, I mean, you're right. So Ethiopia is, as a very ancient country, it's one of the very first civilizations,
mm,
starting from the Aksum obelisk to the Lalibela and other traditions. So we have a rich history.
uh,
It is actually because of Lucy. It is considered I mean, as a source of mankind.
mm,
So if the oldest fossil of human beings was discovered in Ethiopia.
wow.
So it means both of us, you and me, have come from Ethiopia anyways. I think you have gone a bit far to the
Mm,
other side
well,
of the
but
world.
it's
But we always say this, like, everybody was born in Ethiopia before being raised, somewhere else. So, I mean, it's a very historic country,
yes.
and it's one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. It's a very secured country, and it is up and open for visitors. Like, I mean, we still get a lot of you know Japanese visitors, but getting them more would be very important. And as you know, there is a flight between Tokyo and Addis Ababa. I think it is one of the very few. I don't think there is another airline connecting Africa to Japan directly. So
Yeah.
we have a direct flight. Maybe South Africa does, but I don't think so. We have a direct flight, between Tokyo and Addis Ababa every day. Yeah, almost every day. Now it might have been affected by the pandemic. I think your people are welcome to visit, their, the source of their ancestors. Your ancestors are here anyways, and it's a very, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, particularly like Christianity and also Muslim, it's quite diverse, isn't it?
So yes, Ethiopia is historically, a country of religion tolerance. Like, we have respected each other. So, majority of Ethiopians, just over 50%, are Christians. And Muslims still represent in a very, very significant part of our country. So I would say, they are very much comparable in terms of number. And it is one of the countries, particularly in developing countries, you don't see, this much sort of tolerance and respecting each other and living together. And we're as a Christian country, when Prophet Muhammad came to Ethiopia, and he was welcomed by Ethiopian kings like no other. And since
then, a long history.
Very long history, yeah. So it's a country that they appreciate.
Yeah. Do you have any message to Japanese? Lastly, if you have any message to Japanese English learners, because you are also educating English and also culture over there, right? And the business too.
Yes. To the Japanese brothers and sisters, we're inspired, by your hard work. We're inspired, by how you changed, the face of your country in the world. We all know where Japan was, just a few decades ago. And we request you, to also support and collaborate with Ethiopia, so that we become one like you. We're absolutely very much keen into being there. And also, I request my Japanese brothers and sisters to visit their ancestral place, Ethiopia.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and also please stay healthy, because pandemic is everywhere, and also travel safely. Okay.
You too.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.